right, hello, seventh grade. As I mentioned when I was talking to you guys today, we're going to be doing a choose your own adventure, but a much bigger one. So let's see here. If you remember this, this was the map for the Cave of Time. And as you can see, you start here at the beginning of the story, and then anywhere that splits off, there's a decision and it has a page number there, right? And then they have this color coding. Really, it's about decisions. And then there's these nodes, which anytime more than one exit point comes into one of these pages, that's a node. Probably won't have any just based on the length of what we're doing. These other color codings just simply have to do with the endings. Red is not good, you die. Green is you go back home, and yellow is you have some sort of new life in this time scale that's covered. One thing that the Cave of Time was the first choose your own adventure. So one thing this doesn't have is that sometimes some of these will loop you back. So like, maybe the stepfather one loops you back to this cave up here at 10, or even loops you all the way back to the beginning. Maybe you could have one in this story, but again, there's not going to be a lot of room because what I'm looking for is a minimum of basically this first part of your story, two decisions, and then two different endings off each one. So that's a total of, if you're following along at home, actually 7 pages that you're going to write, four endings. Um, all right, so one of the ways you can possibly do this is you can go to what's called MindMeister and sign up. I'm going to sign up with my school, Google. Of course, I agree. We are going to personal and home. Oh, maybe let's do this education one, see what happens. All right, let's get started. Yeah, add a title. I'm on it. Close. All right, so we'll call this, I don't know, life. Okay, so you have this main topic here of life. You can simply click on this plus button and we'll add Archbishop Murphy High School. Go back here and left click on this life again so that it's highlighted. Hit the add button again. I'll make this Everett High School. And then if you stay highlighted, see how this has the blue around it, it's highlighted, and then you hit this add button, it'll actually add off of this node. And so we'll say one of your options is UW. And then we'll go back to the Everett High School, highlight it again, do another add, and we'll call this Wazoo. And then essentially all you're going to do, so here we'll do AMHS. We'll add UMass. That's where Mr. Milliken did his undergrad. Go back to AMHS, and then we'll add Seattle U. That's where I did my master's. And then this is essentially what you're going to be turning into me. I want a little more detail than life and then the high schools. But again, you're going to have one decision here that goes to these two decisions, and then that goes on to these two decisions. In fact, I would add page numbers. So we'll call this AMHS. This is page 2. And we'll call this page 3. And then what's neat about this is you should never go from 2 to 3, for example, with UMass. Kind of the beauty of this choose your own adventure is you jump around. So we'll say from 2, UMass is going to be on page 4. And then, I mean, you can make it somewhat of a pattern. So UW, you're going to go to page 5. Come back up here, do Seattle U, turn to page 6. And then here, you're going to turn to page 7. And so in here, like for example, just to be clear, rather than AMHS, I'm going to say attend AMHS, do some sort of like a dash, counselor's office, have to choose college. And then that would kind of give me an idea like, all right, so here we are, life. Just graduated, ICOLF, need to choose high school. And then this kind of gives me an idea, and you can always move these things around, gives me an idea of what's going to happen in each decision node. And then this is it. This is all you got to do for your basket today. And then next week we will starting to write this story. And next week I'll probably have you write your initial page, and probably actually both of these as well. And then the following week you'll finish up these two decisions, and then these two decisions, and then we'll be done. If you have any questions though, just let me know. And again, all I need is this mind map from you. Oh, and you can also export this. So there's this button here, which is export. There's this button here, which is print. You can do it one of two ways. You can export, and then you can export as one of these documents. Um, your other option, yeah, you're going to want to definitely do. You're going to want to probably do this PDF, or you could do a document online. Actually, let's just do this real quick and see how that turns out. Oh yeah, perfect. You can either send it to Google Drive or my computer. If you send it to Google Drive, uh, yeah, allow MindMeister. All right, it says file uploaded successfully. I had to do it twice there. Let's make sure that it's there. Switch over to my school account, look at Drive. Oh, interesting. So it shows it in this format. So I guess that is an option. Probably better is you're going to go to, you can do one of two things here. You can hit print screen. You should have a print screen function on your computer. If not, you can also go to snip here. Do the snipping tool, click new, and then you can just highlight this map, and then you file save as, and then we'll save it to my desktop, and we'll call it choose your own adventure narrative tree. And then from there you can either attach it to the Google Classroom. In fact, that's what I'd prefer. Just submit the file that way, and then I'll be able to see your decision tree there. All right, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I look forward to getting these from you. Oh, and by the way, I just did it this way. You could certainly draw it on a piece of paper, take a picture. There's also different tools you can use both in Google Docs and Google Slides. I just thought I'd introduce this MindMeister to you in case you hadn't used it. All right, I will talk to you guys later, and looking forward to getting your mind maps. All right.